they put those elites on there. They put those academics on their board to kind of, whitewash, to cover their crimes. Climate Defiance has done a beautiful job of standing up against this fossil fuel shill. A Harvard law professor named Jody Freeman faces renewed calls to step down from the board of a fossil fuel company. She is on the board of ConocoPhillips, and she claims she's trying to change them from within, but apparently has been failing again and again and again. So she actually is not trying to change it from within. She's getting paid God knows how much money to be on the board of ConocoPhillips to actually further the extraction of oil, the pushing us all towards a climate crisis that we are in. I mean, the air was toxic for the past week on the East Coast, the Northeast. New York was terrible. I'm in Baltimore, and it was not great. You couldn't go outside. And people are like, well, actually, that forest fire in Canada started by arson. Whether it did or not, it doesn't matter. The reason these spread so large and burn so thoroughly and make all of our air toxic is because of climate crisis. Anyway, so here is Climate Defiance. And I just love watching them make these people look like goddamn tools. The tools that they are.
We actually have a smaller word.
She clearly Joe, it doesn't have the beginning here, but I guess the protesters got up and said they had a gift or something, and I guess they were allowed to because people didn't yet know it was a protest. So
we actually have a smaller word for you. We want to give in honor of your impressive feats over a decade of being director at ConocoPhillips.
Yeah. I knew I was getting fun.
As member, you actually received $350,000
a year. And what have you actually really done? If you claim you're pushing them on climate, like you claim, you would have done something to prevent the Willow Project in Alaska from moving forward, but you didn't. You are complicit in the expansion and development of oil drilling that will be the death sentence of our planet. Jody wanted to give you Big Oil's Bestie Award right here. $350,000 a year.
Those are the things, sir. There's a project that this person has their hands in that is going to tip us over into climate destruction. The global south is going to be gone.
Jody Freeman, pick a side. Stop. Willow, step aside. Jody Freeman, pick a side. Stop. Willow, step aside.
We actually have a smaller word.
I love this because it brings into the face, and as they sit there with their little drinks and they sit there on a balcony or wherever the hell they are, overlooking a nice waterway, it puts into the face of the ruling elite who are responsible for this. And it's one thing to, the CEOs of ConocoPhillips and those things, they signed up for that. They run around saying, yeah, I'm exploiting all the oil. Great. This woman claims to be helping, this Harvard professor, that she is somehow going to move the world away from fossil fuels. But of course, she is helping. She is running interference. She is helping these oil companies secure these projects like the Willow project they speak of there. And I just love seeing their little white glove events be interrupted. It's beautiful, and I'm glad these people exist. And they did it with a little bit of humor. They said, we have an award for you. We have an award. You're the bestie of Big Oil. So we want to give you the Bestie of Big Oil award. She gets $350,000 a year to be on the board, to be a Harvard professor on the board of ConocoPhillips. And it's, they put those elites on there. They put those academics on their board to kind of, whitewash, to cover their crimes. They can say, look, we have these. Sometimes they'll put Pentagon officials or they'll put Henry Kissinger on the board, or these other people, Hillary Clinton or whoever. They'll put these people on the board to try and cover their crimes among the liberal class. Now, those who are outside the liberal class, they don't buy into that garbage. They don't, and we see people standing up here to fight back against it. Then there's the right wing, I guess, who's really supportive of this type of thing, fossil fuel extraction and everything else. But the liberals claim not to be. And so in a way, they're more dangerous. They're more dangerous in that they tell people, oh, we're dealing with the climate crisis. We're going to work on this. We're fixing it. And it's like, no, you're fucking not. No, you're not. Not at all. You are having white glove events where you celebrate your increased extraction of fossil fuels. And, and then she does her little smile and she walks off. And these people like her can a little bit be shamed, because they have to go back to Harvard and try and be a respected professor and everything. So there's a little bit of room for shame of these people. Whereas, you go after the CEOs of these companies, there's a lot less room for them to be actually shamed in any way.